The content of this meeting is being sent to YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Can you see the YouTube screen or just? All right, we're in. This is real.
I can only see Zoom.
Okay, so I just learned something. We're live sooner than we think we are.
Okay.
Hi, yay, it's not echoing.
No,
Okay, I'm gonna try to change the view and see if, are you hearing a repeating loop in your head? Oh, I am. Why is that? Oh, because I have YouTube open. I just need to close it. Welcome, y'all. This is going to be a funny day of us figuring this out. Okay, I think we're still streaming even though I closed the YouTube window. Good morning, Alyssa.
good morning. I have us pulled up on YouTube on my phone, but I'm not seeing us.
Okay, what are you seeing?
Well, I'm just seeing the channel and I go to live and it shows yesterday's live, but I don't
Oh,
see where I can actually watch what's happening right now.
I'm going to check it out as well. Welcome to this live stream. What you're watching is us figuring out how to be live. I mean, you might not be, but I guess if you heard me say that, you are. That's what's happening right now. My name is Katie, and this is Alyssa, and we are Brave Moms Academy, which is, tell us, Alyssa, what is that?
It's a whole lot of different things all wrapped up into one.
Hard to say, isn't it?
It's very hard to say.
We're actually live. We decided to just start talking about the things we talk about inside Brave Moms Academy every day because if we try to talk about it for 90 seconds on a reel, we have a big problem because it is so deep and so wide. And so, welcome to this show. It's called Real Talk, where we're going to be talking about things like parenting and marriage and conflict and emotional health and mental health when it comes to your walk with Christ. And we kind of exist to break the lie that you can be of any good to anybody else if you're no good to you. Like if you don't matter to you and you don't matter to the Lord, you're not actually here to love people. You're just kind of pulling them into your trying to matter. Ouch. That felt really intense. We've already been on a live call this morning, though, with our ladies. And so it's a little bit hot in here. It's getting really spicy. So, Alyssa, what would you tell us like your takeaway from today was? Let's just talk about like what we talked about today.
I think my takeaway is how important it is to learn the skill of mine, not mine. We say that, we throw that term around a lot because we know what it means. But everything that was shared in the call today, I felt like could be taken back to that foundational piece of what we do at Brave Moms. Questions about my kids are doing this thing and I don't know what to do about it, to I'm having a feeling about this thing in my family that I don't know what to do about it, to some really big, um, heavy family patterns that are really scary to face. That all comes back to what's mine to control, what's mine to do in this situation. It's really, really hard to learn that skill. But the exciting thing is, it is a skill and it can be learned. And I have seen so much fruit in my life and in my relationships with not only my family, but all the people that I interact with on a daily basis in my world.
Like completely life changing.
Oh, yeah.
Did you, so like, I didn't know the difference before I did that work between my feelings and someone else's feelings. So if someone was angry, there was so much mixture. If someone's mad, I have this onslaught of feelings and I'm not okay until they're not angry. Because I didn't know how to manage my internal world without managing their episode or expression. This is what we're talking about.
Hmm.
And now you just like walk around your world doing what you need to do and managing yourself. And the people around you need to deal with how they feel. And you can help with that because you've been there, but it's not yours to fix. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
that sounds harsh. I can see
yeah.
how someone who doesn't operate that way, that sounds really harsh because I thought it sounded really harsh when I was operating the other way, where I felt like I had to take responsibility for everyone else on me.
Yeah. Which you wouldn't have even said that, right? Like when I met you,
No,
you didn't call me and be like, hey, my problem is I feel like I have to take responsibility for everybody.
no.
It's just the way it's what you thought love was. Is that right? What I thought
Oh,
love
yeah.
was.
Yeah. I thought I'm a
Well,
really loving, willing, responsible, kind, compassionate person, and I'm just trying to help people. But I feel miserable inside. I feel overwhelmed and exhausted and confused, and I don't feel like I'm treated with respect. And I didn't know why.
yeah. Did you feel bad for wanting anything besides that?
Oh, yeah. And guilty. Guilty
So
for not,
guilty.
for having those feelings of wanting appreciation or, and feeling trapped. Like I didn't have the freedom to say no to things that were asked of me. I didn't know how to say no. Mm.
Yeah. Same. There was no no. That was not an option because it's going to put someone else into a spin, which was my spin. There was no distinction between my sanity and their feelings. And so it's so fascinating because we talk about this, and that makes me think of what I thought boundaries were compared to what I know they are now. Boundaries is the internal ecosystem that I don't breach because I have no business taking on something that isn't mine. And so my sanity belongs to me, and that strength comes over time. And boundaries aren't something that I would require from anybody else. Like, yo, here's your boundary. Boundaries mean I'm in self control and I don't leave it. Like, put very simply, so
I
fascinating.
don't think
So,
that was simple. I don't think that was simple what you just said.
oh, tell it. Can you tell it to me in a simpler way? I'm glad you
Um,
said that. This is why
I
I work
don't think
for this
so. I'm so as I'm listening to you, I understand what you're saying, and then I'm
Yeah.
thinking if there's new people that are gonna hear this, they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, wait, what? What'd she just say? What are they talking
Yeah.
about? But that's what comes from the work inside Brave Moms is um, being able to start looking at your thoughts and your feelings, and instead of being caught up in the storm of them, being able to, what's my favorite term?
Zoom out, baby.
Zoom out, and look at them from the outside and start understanding where they're coming from, why they're happening, what are we going to do about it? Um, but it's all about what's mine, what's not mine. Like that's the simple part. And it almost sounds too easy just saying that, like, what's mine, what's not mine. Those are easy words to understand until you actually try to apply it to your situation. I mean, think about the perplexed looks that we get on calls when new women, not just moms, but any woman that comes in the Zoom room and we ask them that question and they're like, well, I don't know. I don't know what's mine. Help me. But that's what's so fun about being on calls with all these women is being able to relate to that because that's what I thought when I came in. I was so confused about it and
Yeah.
being excited
Same.
about helping them walk through it.
Yeah. I am thinking, as you say that, I'm thinking back to CJ, who is going to be here Friday to do an interview with us, and how she would say to me, she would just say it so plainly. She would say, that's not yours. I would be like, my son is in there losing his mind. He has slammed his door. He's crying in his room. I don't know how to help him. And she would say to me, what part of that is yours? And I'd try to come up with answers for her, trying to explain how I was the reason he was in pain, not understanding that the reason he's in pain is because he believes some things about himself and about me that are not true because Christ died for us. And the only way to help someone deal with how they're feeling or what's going on with them is to know for certain that I'm all the way clean and all the way forgiven and all the way loved, and I can be all the way present and all the way take ownership of my life. And then I can help him. And I remember her saying, what? That's not yours. And being so confused, like, how is that not mine? I'm his mom. I'm the one who hurt him. I'm the one who said the thing that made him flip out and go in his room. I'm the one who trained him to believe these things about what he believes. But the deal is, he's the only one who's going to make decisions to not believe that anymore. And I can't prove to him what is true. He's going to have to decide what he believes. Starting to sound more complicated again as I talk about it. It sounds really wonderful and simple when you talk about it. Can you tell us the story that you told today about the girls and the park? And then we're going to wrap for today. And then we're going to be back tomorrow at 9 a.m., guys. Brave Moms Academy Live is a real thing. This is so exciting. So come back tomorrow and put any questions you have in the chat about what's mine and what's not mine. So Alyssa, why don't you go ahead and share that story?
Okay. I had this really great idea, as often a lot of us moms have that thought often about this great idea we're going to do with our kids, and we're really excited about it. And then we present it to them and they're not so excited about it. And it makes us feel sad. That happened to me yesterday. I picked them up from school and it was a beautiful day here. So it's going to take them to the park. A friend had reached out and invited us to join them. And as we're driving away from the school and they're brain dumping for the day, all the things that happened to them, they see me go the opposite direction of our house. They're like, where are we going? I said, oh, we're going to go to the park for a little bit. And my oldest two, they're 13 and 12, they started complaining. I don't want to go to the park. I just want to go home. Well, I kind of want to go, but I need to go home first. I need to change. And I'm not going. You can't make me go. I'm going home. Meanwhile, I'm in the driver's seat wondering, okay, now what do I do? Before, I would have felt responsible for all of the feelings that they were having. Oh, I'm the one with this idea. I'm the one that's doing something that they don't want to do. I need to make it better. I need to just forget the whole plan and take everybody home. Or I need to take the big girls home and come back and tell the little girls so I don't ruin the little girls' experience because they want to go. Like, what am I going to do? But the new me, after practicing this over and over and over again, without consciously asking myself what's mine, not mine, in my head, I thought, okay, I'm not stuck. And I don't have to take on these negative feelings. We actually have some choices here. So what should we do? I will offer them to them. So the choices were, we're at the stop sign as I'm telling them these choices. Okay, you can come to the park with us and we'll all go, and you can choose whether or not you want to get out of the car. You're welcome to sit in the car while the rest of us get outside and play. Or I can't take you home, but then we're all going home and we're not coming back in. And when we get home, our house actually needs to be cleaned up. And I'm really excited to do that. I'm ready to clean up and get it tidied and wash the dishes. But then we're all going to clean as a team. So what would you guys rather do? And immediately the older two are like, okay, let's go to the park. So we turned left, we went to the park. One of them waited in the car for about 20 minutes, finally came out. And by the end of our time there, they were all outside enjoying the sun with smiles on their faces. And it turned out to be a really great afternoon.
It's so fantastic. Do you remember? I think what stands out to me and what I think about so often is the weight, feeling the weight of how everybody feels. Like the job of getting people motivated, the job of helping them calm down, the job of reasoning with them to like see it better, like help them understand why you're doing what you're doing.
Mhm.
Like that you're just like not that's not your job anymore.
Yeah,
It just isn't. And like at
just so
this
free.
point, yeah, you're like 2.5 years into this work and it doesn't even occur to you picking up that burden.
Hmm.
How many women do we know are living in that burden every single day? Like if you're watching this and you know what we're talking about, it's heavy. Isn't it so heavy to be spinning your wheels all the time to help to get people to a better place in their own thinking and feeling based on what you're doing? And then how often do we just compromise what we're going to do and actually not take care of ourselves and not lead, which you and I know is going nowhere good. And I'm sorry to tell the listeners who need to hear that today. It's not ever going to become something better than that. It's you're just probably actually going to add to your own burden, which is going to add to you being resentful and guilty and afraid and insecure. But Christ has so much more for you, and he has it in the truth of you owning only what's yours and meeting him there and letting him take care of the rest and letting people grow up into immaturity around you. Oh, so exciting. So,
Hmm.
on this channel here, this live stream, we're going to be breaking down the ins and outs of that from every angle how this affects our lives and how it robs us of faith to take care of things that aren't ours. It actually robs us of our continual encounter with Christ. And so we're going to be, man, we're going to shoot at it from every angle every day. I think we're committed to at least 12 weeks, Monday to Friday. So if you're new to this channel, like just come along for the ride. We'll be here at 9 a.m. PST every day, beginning May 4. We're going to be here every day, Monday to Friday until then, but not necessarily at a specific time because we're just warming up. We're getting acclimated to being live just as much as you're acclimating to us being live if you're here. So thanks for the grace. Monday, May 4, we officially start. But this Friday, April 24, you can expect to hear from CJ Walters, who was my personal mentor who walked me from that toxic burden bearing to a healthy, incredible life with Christ. We're going to probably be getting into a little bit of my story. We're going to be getting into some of her story, and we're going to do a little bit of a journey through time, probably looking at a little bit of the history of Brave Moms Academy, how it started and where it's come. It's going to be a great day on Friday. I cannot even wait. She hasn't been in this space teaching or sharing in a long time, so I'm personally so looking forward to it. So you can join us then, and you can tune again tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST. We'll see you there. Any final words, Alyssa?
I'm excited for Friday too. I haven't seen her for 2 years probably now, so it'll be fun.
It's going to be so much fun. Okay, y'all, you're brave. See you tomorrow.